The Texas Rangers have some offensive issues aside from yesterday's game where they scored 8, but they are worst in the American League in runs scored, second worst in all of baseball to the Rockies. And AJ, you weren't here Friday, but we talked about Jake Berger getting optioned. Then Leody Taveras was just cut, DFA'd. He can get claimed. He won't. He'll probably be in AAA with them. And then Donnie Ecker, their offensive coordinator, including their OC during their 2023 World Series winning season, has been let go. Chris Young, very vocal about how they are not scoring runs. That's very obvious. What do you think? Do you think this is going to make a difference?
Listen, they got rid of their hitting coach this offseason. Chris Hires is in Atlanta, I believe. So he was their hitting coach the last couple of years. They got rid of him. Now they got rid of Donnie Ecker, their OC, which I don't really know what he does. Maybe Kratz can explain. I don't know if he calls a draw on 3rd and 10 or if he calls a screenplay when the rush is getting to the QB. I don't really know what he does. But it's the same players. Like, it sucks for Jake Berger getting set down, but it's the same players. You need Seager back. You need Semien to get going. You need Adolis Garcia to go back to where he was 2 years ago. Man, I don't know. Will it make a change? Will it help? Probably, because it's a new voice. But at the end of the day, man, I was on a team where managers and coaches get fired. You look yourself in the mirror as a player and say, this is my fault.
It sucks to have any coach or managers fired during the season, because it's exactly what AJ said. It sucks. But to me, this is like a stark difference in this offense. This is a underperforming offense. Touched on a little bit how Baltimore's hitting. I thought this lineup would be as good as Baltimore's, and they're both brutal. So I'm not sure either. I guess my evaluations suck, or there's glaring issues in just a overall game strategy standpoint. So maybe this is the reason that the coach got fired, but it's still the players. They have to hit a fastball, and they're not.
Does this send a message in your mind, AJ, to the current group? I mean, they're not going to do anything with some of the stars, no?
Who would it send a message to? Seager? He's hurt. Semien? He's not going anywhere. Josh Young? He's not going anywhere. Jonah Heim? Higashioka? Adolis Garcia? I mean, no, it doesn't. It just says, hey, be careful. We need to get better. But no, it doesn't. I don't know what message it sends other than we need to be better. And listen, as a player, man, you hate when people that you have known and gone to battle with and have had your back lose their job, because it means you're not performing the way you think you're capable of. That's the biggest thing. It sucks as a player when guys get fired.
Yeah, like I don't understand what message it would be sending. Like, oh, you're firing coaches? Thank goodness I'm a player. Man, no accountability for me. Like, oh, you sent, like, I actually kind of liked, as much as I don't like seeing guys get sent down, the Jake Berger thing, in the sense of there was a guy in AAA that is an older player, 27, 28 years old, that was sitting there going, I'm hitting. And I got called up to the big leagues. Now other guys in the bushes are like, okay, if I perform the way that he was performing, I could also get called up. I think that sends a little bit more of a message to players. Jake Berger's going to be back in the big leagues. Jake Berger might actually end up with more than 20 home runs this year too. Like, it doesn't mean that you get sent down, you're a bad player. It means that message that was sent maybe kind of gets the AAA team going a little bit, in the sense of like, okay, we'll be able to come and step in and help out. And other guys can say, Marcus Semien got dropped down in the order. Those kind of moves send a message. Firing your hitting coach, that didn't send a message, because now you got a new dude that's coming in and, hey, he's going to talk about this. Is this going to connect? When the whole time it's just, I got to go out and perform better.
Oh, hold on. You just said that it sends a message to AAA. Who cares?
No.
Cares with the message? Great. Like, if we do good, we're going to get called up. Like, no kidding.
No, it sends messages to players. It sends messages to players, because you have to keep players accountable in some way.
The players know, though. The players know if you suck, something happens. But they're not going to get rid of certain guys. Semien, Seager, these guys that are locked into long-term contracts, they're not sending them to AAA. I mean, it's cool that, I don't even know the guy's name that got called up for Berger. That's great for him, but it doesn't do anything in AAA. Everybody in AAA wants a big league job. That shouldn't change. It shouldn't be like, oh, they're really going to do it, guys. Let's go wherever, Round Rock or Frisco or whatever it is.
No, I mean more of, look, we're not afraid of sending guys down. You're right. Simeon, Seager, Josh Smith is killing it. Like other guys are clearly not everybody's hitting. So if you show that, you know what, we're willing to use other guys in your spot if you don't perform, to me, that sends a message.
How about Bruce Bochy never doing this? I think this is his call. How does this decision get put together? No, it's just from the front office.
No.
Well,
This is
he's got a 28-year managerial career, and I think this is the first time he's ever done this with a significant coaching staff change in the season.
This was a front office where we need to do something different here, Boch. And Boch is like, okay, what can we do to try to change this? I know he's frustrated. Everyone there is frustrated. It's not like, Ecker, the offensive coordinator, isn't frustrated. The players are frustrated. Everyone's frustrated. So I don't know. I don't know. I never understood making changes in the middle of the season. You hired that guy at the beginning of the season because you believed in him. You've had this guy around for years because you believed in him. He didn't change his stripes. He didn't do something different. Guys aren't playing well. It sucks. It sucks as a player. It sucks.
Hitting coaches, what is it, like a year and a half is the average lifespan of a hitting coach in Major League Baseball? Like they're just the easy scapegoat. And it's to me, it's a lazy thing, but it's something that all teams do. Look, the Rockies don't even care about winning, and they fired Bam Bam Mullins, Hensley.
If you want to be bougie and have your own personal shopper, Hungry Root is actually the spot, and you can do it at an affordable price.
Yeah, without a doubt. And especially with my busy schedule with kids on the run all the time, baseball, gymnastics, I need a source that's going to get me going and my kids as well. So I'll pop in an easy chicken parm or grilled chicken, put it in a nice container, get it to go, and the kids are excited, and they're full, and they're nutritional, and it's ready to rock for their games.
There will be snacks that you have never heard of that you will immediately fall in love with. They will pick them out for you if you want. Obviously, you can go on there. You pick all of your preferences. Hungry Root gets the job done. Okay, FT fam? We love Hungry Root. Take advantage of this exclusive offer for a limited time. 40% off your first box plus a free item in every box for life at hungryroot.com/FT. That's code FT. hungryroot.com/FT. Code FT for 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. The code is simple. It's 2 letters, FT.
The Rangers are 17-18 on the season, and the Mariners, who just took them down in a series this weekend, are 20-13. Got the A's playing pretty good ball. I know it was the Marlins this weekend, but the A's are playing pretty good ball right now at 19-16 on the year. Astros are probably always going to hang around, right? 17-16. And then there's Texas at 17-18 in fourth place. The Angels are a mess right now. We talked plenty about them last week. Is there a high level of concern for a sexy World Series pick and a team that many thought would do some damage in the AL West, or tooearly.com, AJ?
Until you get your team back, until you get Seager back, I can't just say like it's too early. But their pitching has been really good. The thing is, they need to score runs. But until they get Seager back and plug him in the middle of the order, Langford's been good for him. Smith has been good for him. They got to get their full lineup back, but they need them back sooner rather than later because the division is not getting any easier, especially the way Seattle's playing and the way Seattle's swinging the bat.
I would say it's not going to get easier either because every team you're playing, besides the Angels right now, are going to give you a battle. So you're not, if you get 4 games back, 5 games back, before you could run into the A's, you could run into the Angels, and they were playing brutal, and you could get 5 of 6. Now teams, you got a battle to be able to get 4 of 6 even, to win 2 series in a row, and you can't get too far behind. Not a super level concern yet, but because they're hovering at 500. But this division right now, the way it seems, everyone's kind of playing and going to be able to beat up on each other. So you just can't let it get too big of a lead.
Man, I know he's streaky as hell always. They got to get Jock Peterson going. They got to get him on a heater again. That would help.
What happened to Adolis Garcia? What happened to him? 2 years ago, he was hitting homers on everything. Now, what happened? Where'd it go? That's the question. Josh Young can't stay healthy. Maybe they should have kept Nathaniel Lowe. I don't know. These are all questions you can ask, but until they figure it out, we can keep asking them.
And it's too early to make trades for the most part. Not going to make any significant trades yet.
You have to be able to know your personnel. And this early in the season, to make changes, they brought in Peterson and Jake Berger to hit heaters. Even Higashioka, who plays on kind of a backup role, guys that could hit heaters, and yet they haven't. So where is that adjustment that needs to be made? And I also think Marcus Semien needs to step up too. You can't just wait on Seager to come back all the time. I think he's a guy that needs to be a huge piece of this lineup.
Yeah, from what I recall, he wasn't great last year either. How old is Marcus? You got to start playing that game.
34.
32? 33?
34. Just turned
He's 34?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll be 35. No, sorry. He'll be 35 sooner than later.
Just saying. Father time starts to slow you down. It does. It's real. It happens to them all.
How many more years does he have?
On that contract?
Till 28. So he's got 4, including this season.
Yeah. He's got some time. Yes, I was just counting. 4 years left, including this season. But, I mean, superstar levels, I don't know. Also, super durable. I mean, he played almost every game for the majority of his career. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to age well. Like, it's just how the game is played, you know? Guys get to their mid-30s, and sometimes, you know, it falls off a cliff. I mean, Jock Peterson might be going through that right now because he can't catch up to a heater.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.